Hey, yo, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in again. So, on this one, we're coming from Park. This is a 10-minute drive we got on here. So, FSD comes up here and it kind of hesitates, trying to figure its way between parked cars right here. And it takes its time. I didn't motivate it or nothing. It just figured its way out. And it come out and interact with this other vehicle that's on the top of the hill that was pulling out of a parking spot also. So, no issue there. All right, so we come up to the intersection and there's a vehicle approaching from the left. Where FSD sits, it patiently waits for it, and as soon as it leaves, FSD takes right off. So far, so good. All right, so we're approaching the intersection up here where comes to a stop. The stop is very smooth. FSD got rid of the jolting when it comes down to coming to a complete stop a few versions ago, which it sucked. But this one, I can say it's a lot more better. It's a lot more comfortable driving on FSD, basically. All right, so now we got the green light here. Waiting for this van to move, and we're gonna proceed straight. So right here, there's two stop signs literally back to back of each other. This is actually in Delaware, yeah, Delaware County. All right, so that's the first stop sign, and literally down right here, there's a second one. Come to a complete stop, zero out, and then it proceeds. So these stops are very good, but there are situations where if the vehicle is approaching, say, around 35 miles an hour, and it comes up to a stop sign, the speed that it's coming up to the stop sign with, it'll kind of hard brake. And then when it notices that it's braking too hard, it'll vacate braking and just run through the stop sign. And there's instances where I've had to disengage quite a bit and, record my little voice note, send it back to Elon or Tesla and let them know the reason why I disengaged. All right, coming up here, we got this traffic light, we got the red, and usually FSD tries to turn on red here, but since we pull up and as soon as we pull up, we got the green light. I didn't have to worry about that. I know you only saw me for a few times, but I knew you all my life. All right, so it's a pretty nice drive. So far, I haven't had any disengagements on this ride, and it goes in the intersection and it does what it's supposed to do. Gets in the correct lane. It obeys traffic laws on this drive. Not every driver does it, but it's pretty accurate when it comes down to for the most part. Right here, there's some debris from a bird. I guess I was parked on the light pole and they decided to go do their duties on my windshield. So clean it off here. And as soon as we got done, we got the green light and we're off. There we go. And I've been having quite a big few disengagement fee rides for the past week or two. I wouldn't say FSD has just been trying to park itself every time it goes to a end destination that I've put in the navigation. It tries to park itself, which sometimes it does a good job and sometimes it just slaughters the parking spot. But for the most part, it's pretty accurate. All right, so we come to the stoplight again. So what I was thinking that we don't have a green arrow here and cars are coming. As soon as the first car comes up, the light is going to be green, and FSD is going to be patient and is going to wait because safety is first. and it'll wait until maybe the fourth or fifth car come through before it decides to close the gap and then make the turn. Okay, so it slides up just a little bit after the third car. There we go. So it did a good job executing that left-hand turn. And once again, guys, if y'all don't believe me, it's on FSD. You can see the little rainbow road on there. It only kicks in when it's on for FSD. Or if you see someone else watching it, playing it, and it has a solid blue little screen, or, tentacle on the screen, it's in full self-driving. Because on city streets, you won't be able to use enhanced autopilot on city streets. You might be able to use uh, lane assist, but it only does for so much. You got to keep hitting the brakes anyway because it doesn't do everything you expect full self-driving to do. And so we got a speed bump right here. It did a good job. It slowed down just enough for the speed bump down to 12 miles an hour. That was pretty good. And then I believe right here we have to dodge around some more cars again. We're going to cut in between, drive on the opposite side of the road for quite a little bit, and then it signals itself to get back over in the correct lane. Which if I was driving, I would have just whip left and whip right. I wouldn't use my turn signal. But that's the correct way to do it. So we'll leave it at that. So it was a little bit bumpy. And here's another situation where people is just double parked all over the road on the left and on the right. FSD did a good job. I'm not sure if it's following the car in front, but it did what it needed to do and get back over into the correct lane. So that I can say FSD is smart, and I think it's learning as it goes along. So great job to the FSD team out there that's working on Tesla AI. Can't wait for the the next update. I know it's going to be awesome because this one is pretty rad. And so at this point, we probably pretty much got maybe like about a 1 minute left in the drive. And so far, we haven't had a disengagement or any interventions. And honestly, on 13.2.8, there's rarely interventions that you have to do unless you're driving and there's like a pothole on the road. You got to disengage so you don't lose a tire. But aside from that, FSD has been really great. I think it came a long way, and I think unsupervised has a bright future. But only time will tell. And come June 1st, I guess it is when they'll be launching the FSD, well, the unsupervised robotaxi in Texas, Austin, I believe. So we'll see how that goes. And what they do, they'll get the data from that and then they'll update it and send it to the fleet. And then we all be driving around unsupervised, hopefully one day. Well, that was a complete end-to-end drive, ladies and gentlemen. It went to a stop. So that was a great thing. It wasn't a parking spot, but it came to a stop. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And if you got like the comment, I would appreciate it. Just leave it down below. So thank you. Catch you in the next one.